bottle of silver for me, bless her heart. It's been great. It's great to be here. I love touring all over the place. But I got to tell you, it's a sad day for me. I just got dumped by a girl I've known since the 7th grade. She's in the 8th grade now, but we're still friends. Oh, pedophile jokes. That's what you want, huh? My Epstein shit's going to go over well here then tonight. That's right. I like to tour all over the place. Just came back from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You know who's famous? It was from Milwaukee. Are you all from Milwaukee? Yeah. Huh? Yes, you guys are? Oh, you know this. You know who was famous from Milwaukee? Jeffrey Dahmer. Remember Jeffrey Dahmer? Yeah. And I booked this gig in Milwaukee about 6 months. I saw his Netflix special and I was excited. You know, to get out there. I even flew in a day early and they picked me up at the airport and they said, hey man, gig's not till tomorrow. What do you want to see? Well, you know, we got beer gardens, we got nice restaurants. I said, take me by where Jeffrey Dahmer lived. I want to see where Jeffrey Dahmer lived. That's right. You can't. He said, when all that craziness happened, the landlord tore down the apartment building. It's not there anymore. Oh, man, I was bummed out. He said, but check it out. The landlord kept a refrigerator where Jeffrey Dahmer had all his victims' body parts. Can you imagine? Yeah, and he's selling it on eBay to the highest bidder. Can you believe that? And he asked me, he says, do you want to buy it? I said, hell no, I don't want to buy it. Probably costs an arm and a leg. I don't care what your pronoun is, that shit's funny. You can be telling that on the golf course tomorrow, watch. I'm getting in a lot of trouble lately. It's been a bad month for me. Even last night I got in trouble just for thinking like a guy. Wife and I were in bed watching TV, a newscast came on. I don't know if you saw this, but this is absolutely true. A guy in California killed his wife and then skipped to Peru. They couldn't find him. He would have gotten away with it had the neighbor's surveillance camera not caught him on video. It had him pulling a big plastic bag with something heavy and across the sidewalk to his car. And my wife was like, asked me, oh my God, you see this? Oh my God, this is so terrible. And I looked at her and I said, where do you think you got those bags? And she got mad at me. Oh, you're so sick. I can't believe you even said, no, honey, I mean, because I've had bags explode on me just pulling them out of the traps. I want to get some of those. So I slept on the couch last night. I'm really tired. And then in the morning, all day long, I was fighting with different companies. Okay. Let me preface it by saying this. Have you ever called the company to complain and they outsource you to somebody like in Pakistan or the Philippines and India and you can't understand a word they're saying? You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be racist here, but it's just their accent, their English accent gets in the way. So I was fighting with the hospital, finally gave me a number and I called it and this is what I got. Hello, you've reached Rashad from United Healthcare. How can I help you today? And I said, Rashad, man, listen, I went to the hospital, I had a procedure done, it was outpatient, and I paid the copay, and that was about 3-4 months ago, and they sent me a big bill, and I've been fighting with them all day. They're telling me the insurance won't pay their part. What's going on? Oh, Mr. Cutler, I'm so dying to hear about your inconvenience. I'm using your phone number, I can see you're a cunt. I'm sorry, did you just call me a cunt? No, Mr. Membrilla, no, not your cunt. I can see you're a cunt. You just called me 2 more times, you rat bastard. No, Mr. Customer, no. Please allow me to put you on a brief 2-minute hold. And I'm hearing the music, and I didn't know I had him on speaker. My wife comes in, she hears the conversation, she's busting her ass. Can you believe this? Oh, I can't believe it. So he comes back on, Mr. Membrilla. Like I told you, I have your account in front of me. And I also had a bill, the hospital bill that you received, and I can tell you that the answer you seek will be on your urine statement. My urine statement, I went in for hemorrhoids. What does urine have to do with it? He said, no. Your urine paperwork, just check your urine paperwork. I said, I tell you, man, they just gave me discharge paper. I don't know nothing about it. Urine, nothing. I had my urine, I didn't give a stool sample, nothing. No, Mr. Membrilla. Your United Healthcare year-end statement. Your urine statement. And I started laughing because I'm a little bit embarrassed that I didn't catch it. Oh, my urine statement. Why didn't you say so? And he got mad. Oh, Mr. Membrilla. for the 5th time a month and a half ago. 5th time, and I had all my my inoculation. Sorry, Freudian slip. I had all my inoculation, so I only had COVID for about 4 or 5 days. But I had a lingering cough for 3 weeks. And you know what kind I'm talking about, the kind that wakes you up in the middle of the night and start hacking up a lung, you can't go back to sleep. I had 3 weeks of that. Oh man, I was irritable, I was miserable, oh jeez. I was just not fun to be around. That last night I finally got fed up, I stumbled into the bathroom, it was dark. I opened up the medicine cabinet and I chugged what I thought was a cough syrup, turned out to be an accident. Oh yeah. Hey, but it did the trick. It kept me from hacking. No more hacking for me. Because the rest of that night I was afraid to cough. It was better than Robitussin DM, and I'm just telling you. Well, he introduced me as a school teacher, and I love learning. I'm a lifelong learner is what it is. I love learning little tidbits of information that people don't know. You know, just the fact that I know it. Like I was reading on Facebook, and I found out that women who engage in oral sex, when that happens, their body releases a hormone that burns fat. That is very true. That's scientifically proven. But can you imagine that little tidbit of information is powerful, you know? So there I was innocently trying to educate the gorditas in the gym, and I get banned for life. Can you imagine? And I was just trying to help out. I mean, just think about it. If that little tidbit is true, that means that every man now gets to be the trainer in their own bedroom. Come on, honey, we got one set down, we got 2 more sets. About 30 minutes apart, apparently. But I'll wait for you, honey, I'm there for you. And I also learned that this is also on Facebook, that people who do it doggy style, if you do it doggy style for 2 minutes, actually for 4 minutes, that's like running for 4 miles. Doggy style for 4 minutes equates to running for 4 miles. Imagine the shape we'd be in if we did that all the time. The problem is men barely make it to 2 minutes, and that's why we're still fat asses right now. Well, it's great to be here. It's great to get out of the heat from Tucson, man. The headline guy came up today. He's from Phoenix, I'm from Tucson. It gets hot. It gets hot. Tucson and Phoenix, they say you can fry your eggs right there on the sidewalk. It gets hot. And I don't know, because I sat out there naked. It did a number of my chorizo too, let me tell you. I had eggs Benedict, that's all I'm saying. And it's that dry heat, man. It's that dry heat till the monsoons come, and then it's muggy and it's sweaty and humid and all that. I started to chafe between my thighs. I started getting a little rash. I looked all over the house for talcum powder. Nobody ever tells me, hey, it's all done. We use it all up. No talcum powder in the house. Closest I came with a box of Bisquick in the cupboard. But I was desperate, man. I wanted to cool off, so I poured some down my shirt. An hour later, I had pan de huevo. With a little burrito on the side like that. It's hot, man. It's hot. It was so hot that I got a sunburn and I was inside the house. That's how bad it was. And the East Coast was complaining about a month ago about having a heat wave. Oh my goodness. 101, 102. It gets 115, 117 in Tucson and Phoenix. Man, they don't know hot. You don't know hot till your pubic hair sins like pine needles in a campfire. That's how hot it is. That's what hot is all about. I mean, I'm telling you, and I teach right now at a Hispanic school on the south side of Tucson, and we're going through a heat wave. What makes it worse is all the ACs on the building have been cutting out. They've been breaking down, and so we had a big faculty meeting. And all the teachers are complaining. The cross-country coach stands up and says, you guys are all full of BS. You guys are complaining about the inside. What do you think I have to do? How do you think I'm going to get my team out there to run in the heat? How am I going to train them? I said, here's what you do, coach. Get a rope, tie it to a bag of ice, and then loop it through the belt and make them run, dragging it behind them. Because if they think ice is chasing them. Shut up, that was fucking funny. I know that was. You can be counting that one on the golf course involved. But speaking of hot, I can't wait to try New Mexican food. I'm told that New Mexican food is hot. Is that right? Yeah. Like, I love hot, man. I like hot salsa. Woo, man. Pico de gallo, pico de culo. I don't even know that shit. My mom made a hot salsa. Ask me how hot was it? farted, the AC kicked on. You can tell the potency of the salsa by how cold the room got. It's crazy. And I'm a foodie, man. I love to eat. I'll eat anything but Chinese food. I don't like Chinese food.
No.
I don't even like Chinese people. No, I'm kidding. That's funny. I don't care what you say. I don't care what your pronoun is. That shit was funny. And I'm lying because I love Asian women. I do. I've always had a thing for Asian women. I think they're the prettiest women on the planet. I've had 45 Chinese girlfriends my whole life. Okay, but they doesn't last very long. I'm in love, but they break up with me because they want me to perform oral sex, and I can't do that because I get gassy when I eat Chinese. Plus, I'm hungry a half hour later, so I don't date any woman but a chola. Do they have cholas? Count your hands if you know what a chola is. Yeah, I will not date a chola because they scare me. I mean, think about it. They'll shave their eyebrows but keep their mustaches. I don't know. But you know, I don't know what it is. I never acquired a taste for Chinese food. I don't know if I had a bad experience. My friends say, you're crazy, man. You don't know what you're missing. But I will tolerate the smell of a Chinese restaurant for the sake of fortune cookies. I love fortune cookies. I'm known for making fortune cookie runs, where I pull over, run into a restaurant, grab as many fortune cookies as I can, and run out before they chase me. And I did that the other day. I jumped in the car, I broke open a fortune cookie, I'm munching on the cracker, and I'm trying to eat the fortune, but it's in Chinese. I don't speak Chinese, right? So on the bottom is in English, it's real tiny little letters. English translation and back. So I flipped it over and my fortune said, learn Chinese, don't fuck. We have a sandwich shop in Tucson, and I never understand, like sometimes how restaurants name their shop. There's no name on the restaurant. It's a double door, like when we come in here. One side of the window has a picture of a buffalo. The other side has a picture of a witch on a broom. I don't get it. Buffalo witches, buffalo witch. My wife says, no, silly, look. It's a play on word. Bison witches. Bison witches. Bison witches. Man, that's because of my ex-wife, man. I'm telling you. But I gotta tell you, the sandwiches are the bomb. The toasted cheese, the grilled cheese, even something that simple is just awesome. And they serve you chips. You get plain chips, barbecue chips, my favorite, the jalapeno flavored chips. Man, without failure, my wife will always order the salt and vinegar flavored chips. Salt and vinegar flavored. Salt and vinegar is not a flavor. That's a douche, right, guys? Think about it. She might as well grab the big red rubber bag her Nana has hanging in the shower and dip her chips in that. She's gonna taste it. Some of these are just good for me. Oh man, but we have new addition to the family. New addition, we got a dog. Dog lovers, where are you? Yeah. We got a new dog because our other dog lost its companion. She's older now. She's a fat lying around the house. So we wanted to get her something to get her out and exercise. Couldn't get her a puppy because a puppy's too rambunctious. Obviously, couldn't get her an older dog because then that's two fat asses lying around the house. You know, 3 if you count me. So we got her a dog about 2.5 years old, and it's got some puppy in him. But what's funny is this dog is stingy. It won't share anything. It growls when the other dog gets close to the food bowl, won't share its water dish, its toys, or its snacks. I'm pretty sure it's a Doberman Pinchy. Because it's pretty peachy. I'm glad you guys understand Spanish. I was a little bit worried. But it's gotten real comfortable with us. It's gotten real comfortable. The other day, wife and I were sitting there watching TV on the sofa, and it fell asleep right at the bottom of our feet. We could hear it snoring. Oh, it's just a great sound. And about 5 minutes later, it started making a noise that I can only relate to the Tasmanian devil from the Looney Tunes. We thought he was having a nightmare. But my wife looked over, and he was going to town on his gonads, just slapping along. My wife starts laughing, she looks at me, she says, do you think you can do that? I said, hell no, they probably bite me. I'm going to let that one sink in a little bit. But I don't have much luck with animals, I don't. And I'm going to preface that by saying I live on an acre. And if you know anything about monsoon season, when the monsoons hit, the day after, you have 3 foot, 4 foot weeds. And the guys and the people, the neighbors, I didn't know this, what they would do is wait till after in monsoon season, they hook up a chain link fence to their truck. And they basically mow the yard with the chain link fence, and they clean up everything. I didn't know that. And I'm out there pulling weeds like a Mexican. Like I'm Pinchi Cesar Chavez himself. And my next door neighbor, we share the same fence. He comes out to the fence. I haven't met him yet. He said, "Hey neighbor." He's got a little ranchito. He's got horses and goats and chicken. "Why don't you come over here and get one of my goats, man? It'll clean that yard for you. Go in and watch some football." And I'm looking at him like, is he crazy? King, is he serious? He said, "Look, man, the horses and the goats, they eat all this stuff. They'll clean it up for you in no time. You're working too hard. Come on, come get one." And I thought, you know what, I'm going to do that. So I went inside, I got the dog's collar and the leash. Wife says, "Where are you going?" I said, "To get a goat." And so I don't know nothing about goats. I don't know that, but I thought it'd be nice. He cleans up, the goat cleans up the yard. Okay, the goat cleans up the yard, and maybe I have a little goat's milk, you know, for my coffee in the morning. Like $1. That's fine. So I got the goat the next morning. I was excited. Got up about 4:30. Got a little pail. I got a little stool. I went out there to milk the goat. About 40 seconds into the milk, I realized it was a billy. It was a billy goat. Man, most goats say, "Man, man." This goat say, "Yes, yes, yes." They followed me around all day like we were dating. My wife was laughing. She was laughing her ass off. She told me, "You don't know anything about goats, do you?" I said, "Well, of course not." She said, "Well, you better be careful because while some breeds they faint." I don't know. Clap your hands if you know anything about goats. Okay, then you'll know the story is true. Some goats faint. She says there's a breed that they just faint for no reason. You think they have a heart attack. You think they're dead. They just faint. This breed of goat is known for masturbating itself with its mouth. And it'll hold the semen in its mouth, and if it doesn't like you or mad at you, it'll freak it at you when you walk by. And I'm looking at my wife like, who did I marry? How do you know so much about goats? She said, "David, I told you a half a dozen times. I grew up on my Tato's ranch. I was in charge of the goats. He was in charge of the bulls." "Okay, but in charge, what do you mean by that?" "Well, I used to castrate the goats. My Tata used to castrate the bulls." And this conversation going south in a hurry, right? And so I had to ask her, "So how do you castrate a goat?" She says, "You get a piece of string and you tie it around their testicles as tight as you can. And after 3 days, they just fall off." And then she nonchalantly went in the kitchen to start making dinner. And I'm looking at her like, oh my God, who did I marry, right? And I was done. I was done at that point with the goat. I took the goat back to the neighbors. But from that night on, I was nervous. I was nervous. Every time I'd see her reach for the dental floss. Oh, bullshit. Bullshit. I don't know. I slept with a knife by the bed for about 3 months. I didn't know what she was capable of. She thinks she's funny though. She does. She thinks she's funnier than me. The other night, we were in bed, and she was half asleep, and I was feeling frisky. So I was trying to nudge her a little, just see if I can get her to make a little love to me. She said, "I'm too tired of making love." "Too tired of making love?" She said, "Yeah, go ahead and have Star Wars sex." "Star Wars sex? What do you mean by that?" She said, "You know, Han Solo." I said, "Man, I'm not even going to get a little Chewbacca out of this. That's some bullshit right there." But you know what? She's a snorer. And she didn't used to be. But over the years, she's gained some weight. She's got like that. What is that? When you snore real loud, you have to use a mask. What's that called? Yeah, yes. That sleep apnea. She has been diagnosed where you can tell. Clap your hands if you have a spouse that has sleep apnea. Clap your hands. Anybody? No? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Because I want to know if you can relate. Because she has been diagnosed where you can tell by her sleeping pattern. Because her snoring is so loud, the neighbors will come over to complain. But I'll tell you what, nothing is scarier. Her snoring is scary, but nothing is scarier than the sound of her not snoring. You know what I mean? I mean, that's scary. And you know, sometimes I gotta pull the pillow off her face and check her pulse. Make sure I didn't take it too far. You know what she's been doing lately? She pisses me off. I don't know if you're white guys, I don't know if you're before I answer the question. Oh, it pisses me off. So I'm watching a baseball game. You know, guys, we get zoned in. You know, nothing else happening in the house. She comes out and says, hey, so how's your doctor's appointment? And I'm thinking to myself, I had a couple, which one? And I look up, she's gone. Oh, I hate this shit. So I walked her, I followed her in the hallway. Hey, the doctor said I should be able to sleep in as long as I want. Have breakfast made the minute I get up. Have a woman in my beck and call. And be tucked in at night. So she put me in a nursing home. Don't laugh, I gotta be back by 11 at night. You know, so cute though. She's done this ever since we got married. She doesn't wear a nightgown, she doesn't wear pajamas. She goes to my t-shirt drawer, picks out a t-shirt, that's what she wears. And I mean, and she wants me to be close to her, she says. Ever since she still does that. And I get the t-shirts back. The problem is I have a big Chi-Chi stretch marks out to here. And now I fit in them bastards. So, you know, yeah, I gained some weight over the years, man. It sucks. I went to the doctor. The doctor told me I had diabetes. That sucks, man. I was really bummed out. And I said, how bad? He said, well, you just got to watch your A1C. How bad is it now? He says, right now it's A1 sauce. But you know, I shouldn't be surprised because a lot of my family, we have diabetes. Siblings have diabetes. Cousins have lost a toe or lost their eyesight to diabetes. I had a cousin last year lost an entire limb from his leg all the way down to his foot. Had to be amputated due to diabetes. And that was a year ago. Granted, he's still alive, but he's on his last leg. Anyway, bullshit, that was funny. I don't care. That was funny. And then they set me up with my first colonoscopy. I never had a colonoscopy. Woo! That was a train ride right there, man. And it was good though, because they found 3 cancerous polyps and the Epstein files. I have no idea how they got it. But his name was on it, I'm just saying. And so was yours, sir, so just so you know. But you know, we cry like babies, man. We cry like babies. How tall was that guy? About losing weight. Men can't handle it. Women are definitely the tougher species. The tougher. Yeah. They really are. Big round of applause for the ladies. Yeah. And I'll tell you why. Okay? Because women end up having our kids. And they still try to lose weight. They'll never get their bodies back to where they want. And they don't cry about it. They don't whine like we do. They just, you know, they face that. You know, but I do think that women should stop having kids after a certain age. You know, not just because it's unhealthy, but just because. My sister gave birth at 52. Her milk came in as cottage cheese. The only way we could get the baby to eat is if there was a side of peaches on a bed of lettuce. And something to drink it down with. Hey, can I do some songs for you before I get out of here? Okay, I'm going to do some songs. All right. You all like country western? Yeah, neither do I. This first song I wrote was for a friend of mine. And I don't know if you have a friend like this, but I have a friend that's got the worst luck in the world. And no matter what kind of day I'm having, I will call him up just so I can feel better about myself. This is called Boy Don't It Suck to Be Me. Well, I answered one of those dating ads I had seen in a magazine. She was 5 foot 200 pounds or so and looked good in a pair of jeans. So I called her up and we made a date. When I got there about turned green, she had hair on her chest and hair on her face and breath like Valvoline. Oh, boy, don't it suck to be me. Yeah, boy, don't it suck to be me. Well, her feet and hands, they both were bloated. Her face looked like her head exploded. Boy, don't it suck to be me. Well, I dialed one of those 900 numbers to converse with a few hot honeys. And according to that TV ad, it wouldn't cost me too much money. But when I got the phone bill, all I could do was bawl. Because I could have hired Stormy Daniels for what it cost to make that call. Oh, boy, don't it suck to be me. Yeah, boy, don't it suck to be me. Well, I once had a dog who wouldn't fetch a bed when all it would do was hump my leg. Boy, don't it suck to be me. Last verse. Well, I bought a ticket for the lottery, just about ran out of luck. And I told the Lord that if I won that sucker, I'd give the church at least $1. Well, that night they announced the numbers as I was washing my blue jeans. Just then I pulled the crumpled pieces of the winning ticket out of the washing machine. Oh, boy, don't it suck to be me. Join in, come on, sing with me. Boy, don't it suck to be me. Well, my wife done left me for another gal. They drained my bank account as well. Boy, don't it suck to be me. Thank you, Dad. This next song was dedicated to my ex-wife. She was a freak. She was a sex man, I'm telling you. Her idea was for a foreplay was inviting 3 other guys. I'm just saying. I'm not even going to tell you the name of the song. But she used to like to dress up. She used to dress up like as a cheerleader or as a maid. You know. She would ask that we dress up. I made a suggestion one day. So, honey, when I said let's play doctor, I didn't know you'd be such a freak. You insisted on playing a proctologist, and now I'll be sore for about a week. But your dress-up games, they seem all the same. They all suck just like a vacuum cleaner. But tonight, let's play hot dog so your buns can hug my wiener. Now, wieners are kind of a funny thing, you see. They can be big or little. They can be short, fat, skinny, pretty, ugly, or crooked. Hell, some even come with cheese in the middle. Well, last night you danced with your tutu on, about as graceful as a ballerina. But tonight, let's play hot dog so your buns can hug my wiener. Here's the chord. Let's play hot dog so your buns can hug my wiener. A little sauerkraut screaming all about how it can be a cheerleader. It ain't a chicken frank or a turkey frank, but I guarantee there's nothing leaner. So let's play hot dog so your buns can hug my wiener. Everybody sing, let's play hot dog so your buns can hug my wiener. Yeah, you're going to be singing that to your wife tonight. I know you are. You guys have been a fun, great little crowd. I'm going to leave you this one. I dedicated this to my wife. I have 2 loves in my life. She was one of them. And I told you I was a foodie. I like burgers, so I married a Whopper. Her wedding band was an onion ring. When we made love, well, nothing could stop her. She made my little wiener schnitzel sing. She moved her body like a malted shake. She made my Whataburger grow into a Philly steak. She had French fry fever and a Big Mac attack. She looked at my fat ass, saw the jumbo jack. A big Wendy's smile